actually major in the naturopathic community is echinacea. And when you have a cold or flu, this is what a lot of people will grab for and get, because it is just really well known to help combat colds and flus. One thing you may not know is that it actually can help combat pain, inflammation, and migraines as well. This herb is pretty powerful when it comes to that. Now, this is also in a liquid form. I will take about a full dropper, about what it looks like it's a half a dropper, but as much as it's going to take at one time. And I'll put this in like my teas or my bone broth or anything like that. Now, it's been known to help combat infections and viruses, but one thing you may not know is that this may be able to help lower your risk of developing cold and flus by up to 50%. So that's pretty major. Now, the next thing, which is also by Herb Farm, both of these are Herb Farm, is black elderberry. And this is a little bit lesser known, and I feel like it's starting to gain popularity recently. But black elderberry is known to help support your immune system, lower inflammation. And one study that I had read, it was a clinical study, that when you combine both black elderberry and echinacea together, that it is actually just as powerful as an antiviral medication, especially when you catch the cold or the flu and you start taking this early on. So on, like, say, the very first symptoms that you start experiencing, taking these, it will help combat a virus or, you know, the cold or anything like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting, that putting these two together kind of makes it just even more powerful than they are on their own. Both of these are in liquid form. I will do about a dropper at a time, like I said, either in my tea or in my bone broth. And when everybody else was getting the flu a couple months back, I took these, and I think I maybe had the flu for 2-3 days, and I was completely fine. I had energy the very next day after taking these, so I swear by these. So the next thing that I take pretty religiously as herbs go is Maca Powder. I got this one, I got this one at Mother's, or might have been Sprouts, but you can find them in health food stores, and you can also find this online. And one thing Maca Powder does is it helps to support the immune system, and it helps to raise glutathione levels. Now, I remember back when I was talking about the trisomal glutathione, how it is important for phase 2 detoxification when it comes to binding the toxic molecules for it to be excreted from your body, basically. This helps to raise those glutathione levels. So this is really important for your immune system. So I take this in the morning. And I don't take it every day. I take it like maybe every other day. And the reason why I take this in the morning or early afternoon, like I'm talking like 12:30, 1 o'clock, is because it will actually give you energy. You don't want to take this at night because you will probably be completely awake and you won't be able to get any sleep whatsoever. So make sure you take this in the morning, you know, with a smoothie or something like that. And the last herb that I take on a regular basis is ashwagandha. It's an ashwagandha root. It's also known as Indian ginseng, and this is an adaptogen. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to go into your body and it's going to improve your body's defenses. So it's going to increase your body's defenses so that you're better able to fight diseases. I just got this one at the store. I believe I got this one at Sprouts. You can find it online, and I wouldn't take it on its own because it doesn't taste very good. So I put it in things that can mask the flavor, like smoothies, you know, my shakes. If I were to put it into my bone broth, even the bone broth though, you're still gonna smell it. I would probably do it more in like smoothies and things that are gonna mask it. But one thing that I do probably every other night as well. Like I said, I do a lot of these things every other night rather than every night, so it kind of spaces it out. Yeah, that's one thing that I really enjoy. And I only do about maybe a teaspoon of it or less, depending on what I need, how I'm feeling, and all of that good stuff. But this is one great herb for immunity. Now, the last section that I want to get into is just the other supplements that are not necessarily herbs, that are not necessarily vitamins and minerals, but they do have all those things in there. This just is not considered an herb or anything like that. So let's get into that last portion of the immune boosting supplements. So I take bone broth religiously, and I highly recommend this when it comes to boosting your immune system. Now, if you'll remember what we talked about, your immune system resides roughly 80% within your digestive system. So when you have things like, say, leaky gut or malabsorption or anything like that, this helps to really just bridge that gap. It helps to soothe the inner intestinal linings of your digestive system, and it just really helps when it comes to calming everything down in your body and repairing things. Now this has about, I want to say 20 grams of protein in that. I noticed right off the bat when I started incorporating bone broth into my lifestyle, my hair started growing back like so fast, and it was kind of one of those aha moments for me. So when it's helping in that sense of helping to grow back my hair, and it's making me feel better, it's helping my digestive system, you know that it's going to be helping your immune system as well. I personally do agree that when you drink your bone broth, you're going to want to have it come from actual stock. So, you know, when I boil bone from like my chickens and I make a stock out of it, that is way more nutritious for you and way more helpful because you have all those really healthy fats than just a powdered form bone broth. However, how often and how much time do we usually have to make that much bone broth? It takes about 15 to 20 hours to make on your stove. So I get the powdered form. It still works, just like I said, just not as well, but it still works really well. I personally get the chocolate form. They have so many different flavors, and I will do about 1 scoop of it a night, and I will do it where it's hot, so it tastes like a hot chocolate, but it comes with a scooper, and it just comes in powdered form. So I will usually, at nighttime is when I take this because it helps to kind of like soothe everything. It helps make me like kind of a little bit more sleepy. So I will take this and I will put the super echinacea and the black elderberry in there, along with maybe a little bit of ashwagandha, just a pinch so that it doesn't overpower it. But yeah, this is really good. I swear by this stuff, you guys. Another great one, if you do juices or anything like that, you can add Vital Proteins Collagen Peptides. This is one that I actually first started using before I started using the bone broth. And the collagen peptides really help with your hair, with your skin, with your nails, but it also helps to boost your immune system. So this one's unflavored. It's grass-fed, pasture-raised beef that comes from this one. And this also has 20 grams of collagen per serving. So I swear by these guys as well. And actually, I got my aha moment when I started taking this, and it only further developed when I started taking this. So these two are huge when it comes to boosting your immune system. And the last thing that I highly recommend is finding a protein shake that has a good amount of minerals, vitamins, and it's just kind of like a big spectrum, like a full spectrum food. One I take is the Vega One Organic All-in-One shake, and this one is in vanilla, French vanilla, and if you look at it, it has a good source of vitamins all right in through here, and it doesn't have anything in it that is preservatives. It doesn't have anything in it that you can't pronounce. It's all just real good superfoods. It is a vegetarian base, vegan base, so it is all through vegetables. It has pea protein for the protein, but my husband and I noticed that when we started taking this, we just feel better and have more energy when we take this. So we take this a couple times a week, if not every day if we can. And this particular one is 9 servings, but it does come with like a pretty big cup thing. So I will only do about maybe half of it, and it still works really well, and it makes our servings last a little bit longer for this. So I definitely recommend this. Okay guys, and that's it. That is what I do to boost my immune system, apart from just eating clean, healthy, wholesome foods. And I cannot stress enough to wash your hands. I did it before it became cool, but wash your hands, don't touch your face, that type of thing. We all hear it in the news, but that's basically what I do to support my immune system. Another thing, just lifestyle wise, get your sweat on because it's going to help with your detox pathways, and then it also helps to boost your immune system. So it has been shown study wise that those who exercise on a consistent basis have a stronger immune system. So that's another reason or another perk to actually start exercising. And then of course, get a good amount of sleep. And like I said, the the magnesium, if you have a hard time sleeping at night, taking this a couple hours before, it may help. So it does help me and my husband. Just know you're gonna dream, and it has been clinically shown that this actually makes you have very vivid dreams. It doesn't leave you groggy in the morning or anything like that, but it does make you dream very well. But this helps, so I would highly recommend this. And yeah, that's basically it, you guys. I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments below if there was anything that you guys do that I didn't mention here that you found that helps you, or if you've taken any of these, how they've helped you. Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you guys. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you on the next video.